You would have noticed signs like this appearing around the school in the last week or so. And I know some students have been very frustrated about what is IBI. And I've said, wait till Thursday. Well, Thursday has arrived. What does IBI mean? IBI means I'm a beautiful individual. And by beautiful, I'm not talking about physical beauty. For example, I am a beautiful individual, but I would never suggest that I am the most attractive deputy principal at this school. By beautiful, I'm referring to the whole individual. How you behave, your self-esteem, your confidence, how you treat others, what you believe, how smart you are, safe, motivated, academic, respectful and tolerant. I'm reminded every day of the beautiful individuals in our school. The person who gives a hug to someone who is upset. The person who stands up for a bullying victim. The person who says something positive on Facebook. The person who goes to every musical rehearsal. The person who shows good sportsmanship, whether they're winning or losing. The person who picks up some rubbish without being asked. The person who's not very athletic, but has a go anyway. The injured dancer who continues to perform despite the pain, rather than let her friends down. What is your IBI sign? Your IBI sign is how you feel about yourself. You start each day with a big, shiny IBI sign. You walk in the gate thinking, I'm a beautiful individual. And then the day starts. A student runs by, deliberately bumping you, knocking some books onto the ground, then runs off shouting, "Loser," over their shoulder. Three other students pass you by, laugh, and keep on walking. You're not feeling so beautiful right now. On the way to roll call, someone snatches your book and throws it back and forth to another student before throwing it in the bin. Your friends do nothing. You approach the bin to shouts of "Scab, scab," and you decide to leave it there. Your roll teacher gives you a detention for not having a book, and you're too scared to explain that nobody else stands up for you either. So before period one even starts, your IBI sign is your feeling of self-worth and happiness has taken quite a beating. If someone had stopped to help you pick up your books, you'd have felt a bit better, and a bit would go back on. If passing students had stopped to ask, "Are you okay?" then perhaps a bit gets pasted back on. PE prac, periods 1 and 2. Someone in the change room loudly says, "You're fat and ugly." Even though they are wrong, you feel really embarrassed and hurt. At recess, a few students continue the fat and ugly comments. A friend tells them to back off and leave you alone, puts a sympathetic hand on your shoulder, and perhaps then a bit is replaced. We're only up to recess, and look at your IBI sign. Your friend takes you to a teacher who makes you feel a bit better, bit replaced. The teacher speaks to the other students, and two of them see you at lunchtime and apologise, bit replaced. Period 6, and you sit on some chewing gum. and the class laughs. Now, many students go home to supportive families who listen, a bit replaced, who remind you how valued you are, a bit replaced, and give you lots of hugs, big bit replaced. So by the time you get up the next morning, your IBI sign is renewed and you're ready to start again. But for some people, home is not a happy place, and your IBI sign is ripped even more. Or you go on Facebook and the bullying continues. Now, when you start the new day, your IBI sign is in really bad shape. What happens if you have another day like yesterday, or like the last 50 yesterdays? Misery, depression, self-harm, truanting to avoid more rips, maybe. I challenge you all to think about the last 24 hours. How many times, by what you did or didn't do, did you rip a piece off someone's IBI sign? How many times did you stick a piece back on? How many times did you tease, insult, hit, spread a rumour about, or bully in person or online? How many times did you comfort, support, or compliment another person in person or online? Of course, such bullying is not always so destructive. With supportive and caring friends and family, you can rebound, smiling, ready to face another day. But you don't know about those that you pick on or bully. You don't know about those who have little or no support, whose life outside of school is more like hell than heaven. You all have the right to arrive at school with big, huge IBI signs, confident that you are a beautiful individual. But you also have a responsibility to add to the IBI signs of others and not rip them to shreds. How can your next 24 hours differ from the last 24 hours? Let's make this a school where every student can walk through the gate smiling and thinking, I'm a beautiful individual. Together and individually, you have the power to do just that. Can you? Absolutely. My challenge that I leave you with, though, is, will you?